So with that said, I'm going to bring Donny back up for some questions about how we're going to be doing this work. Donny, someone's asking from the floor, have staff provided feedback to council around doing this strategically and effectively, and that takes time versus rushing things and damaging services? And kind of relatedly, why is this all happening so fast? And if you could shed some light there.
Yeah, absolutely. So a number of reasons, but probably the most chief among them is providing that certainty and clarity if we're changing services. So I really want to emphasize this is going to happen in a very orderly and thoughtful manner. The part that's fast about it is we're starting almost right away. So in order to do this in a really thoughtful and orderly manner, we're starting quickly. And what that looks like is, again, we will be working with our team to develop. Maybe I can just spend some time on a timeline here, Maria, if you're okay with it. So we're working with our team to really find notional budgets heading into 2026. So that'll be presented to council on November the 12th. That'll be presented. General managers will be presenting with what their budgets will be next year and areas that are core to their area of business and service levels that they're reviewing as part of this process. They're going to review that and then work with their teams and their staff throughout the months of November, December. Some of this work's actually beginning already in October to really align those services with areas that are core. With that, of course, there may be human resources and labor relations discussions that need to be happening. Those need to happen in a really thoughtful manner, both with the exempt team at the city as well as with our unionized employees, and to really ensure that we're meeting directly with union leadership, having meaningful conversations. Wherever possible, we want to offer choice to our team members. Like, we want to be in a position where we can be very transparent and flexible and thoughtful about any labor force reorganizations or reductions. So we want to be really thoughtful about that. So in order to provide that, we need that time for thoughtfulness. We need to start actually very quickly. There's provisions, of course, in collective agreements. There's also provisions under labor law. We just need to be very thoughtful. And, my commitment to all of you is to be very transparent about this. I really, I don't want to shy away from the considerations here. So we are moving fast because we're starting quickly, but we're going to do things in a really orderly manner. So again, presenting to council on November 12th, the commitment to council will be that we have notional budgets for each of our departments. Not all of the details will be worked out. Council will vote on the budget on November, I believe it's the 26th. That will provide the final direction to proceed with those notional budgets. We will then, our general managers and city leadership team will be working through a process in which to meet those budgets. And as part of that, we will be sitting down with exempt staff, unionized leadership, having really meaningful conversations about how this can look, what are some of the opportunities, and that could include things like early retirement incentives. It could include things like incentives for departure from the organization. There's a wide range of opportunities there. There could also be phasing. Of course, we have to deliver FIFA next year. We have to deliver an election next year. We have a record number of rezonings coming forth. Maybe record is too strong a word, but we've got a significant number of rezonings in the first half of next year. So we need to be really thoughtful about these things and really try to line this up in a thoughtful manner. So we're starting quickly, but we're moving quickly. But I just want to be very clear. We're not doing anything in a hasty manner or an unthoughtful manner. We're just moving in a really orderly way in which we can put all of the pieces together and really land this in a way that is both our public expects us to be organized and professional. Mayor and council expect us to be professional and organized. And of course, the public and our staff expect us to be organized and professional. So I just want to be very clear, this is not a hasty or a rushed process. It's a process that's starting quickly, that's going to be efficient. And so you can count on that. And I'll stop there, Maria. I'll let more questions come.